Start.
Yes. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Aki. I'll be presenting an interesting case of a cyst with a twist. So my objective is to report a rare case of internuclear ophthalmoplegia with Upgaze palsy caused by cysticercosis. So a 31-year-old young man presented to our OPD with complaints of acute onset of painless vertical diplopia for near as well as distance since 15 days. We did a complete ophthalmic evaluation including B-scan and MRI. So in the past, patient gives a history of sudden onset of right-sided headache radiating towards the neck 15 days back, following which he developed sudden loss of consciousness with seizures, for which he was hospitalized and was advised MRI. Following MRI, he was treated by a neurologist. Soon after regaining consciousness, the patient noticed that he was having this double vision. He is a vegetarian by diet. On examination, his visual acuity was 20/20 and 6. Ocular alignment will be described later. Remaining anterior and posterior segment and IOP all were normal. So here we can see in the primary gaze, the patient had a 18 prism diopters of right exotropia with 14 prism diopters of left hypotropia. In the up case, there was elevation restriction in both the eyes. Dextroversion was relatively normal, but on livoversion, there was an adduction deficit of -2 in right eye with a left eye abduction nystagmus, which was suggestive of internuclear ophthalmoplegia. MRI was available and it showed different multiple hyperintense lesions at different levels, like at the midbrain, at the thalamus, at the occipital lobes, which was showing contrast enhancement also. So we went ahead and did a B-scan for this portion, and this showed hypoechoic spaces along the superior rectus muscles and the medial rectus muscle, which was suggestive of cyst. So then we made a provisional diagnosis of right internuclear ophthalmoplegia with Upgaze palsy due to dorsal midbrain syndrome associated with neurocysticercosis and orbital cysticercosis affecting superior rectus and medial rectus muscle. We then asked the patient to review back with the neurologist with our reports, and after that, the neurologist started the patient on albendazole, steroids, and eptoin. 2 months later, he followed up with us, and that time the patient said that his diplopia has decreased markedly. He was orthotropic in primary gaze, but on further examination, there was a minimal exotropia and hypertropia remaining. Repeat B-scan was done, which showed persistent cyst along the superior rectus muscle. So we discussed with the neurologist, and he said we will continue steroids and albendazole for a little more time. This was MRI 2 months later, and it showed that all the cyst has completely resolved. All the cyst have completely resolved. So this cysticercosis is caused by Taenia solium. It is contracted by ingestion of undercooked pork and contaminated vegetables and food. Mainly affect the central nervous system. In the eye, it can affect the vitreous, the subretinal and subconjunctival areas mainly. Neurocysticercosis has long been recognized as a cause of pretectal and dorsal midbrain syndrome associated with cerebrovascular complication and internuclear ophthalmoplegia. Diagnosis is healthy, mainly aided by imaging techniques. Definitive diagnosis requires serology. Orbital cysts are best treated with a 4-week regimen of oral albendazole with steroids. Surgical removal is attempted only in subconjunctival and eyelid cysts. So in conclusion, cysticercosis can have a variety of presentation depending upon the site of lodgement and can mimic various neurological disorders. A basic knowledge and understanding of the disease coupled with a high index of suspicion and appropriate imaging is needed for diagnosis. All cases with orbital cysticercosis, a concurrent neurocysticercosis should be suspected and it should be ruled out. Thank you everyone for the patient here.
Thank you, Dr. Rakhi. Any questions to Dr. Rakhi from the panelist?
Dr. Rakhi, you had used the word up-gaze restriction, and then we are talking about paralysis. Restriction typically means restrictive strabismus, not paralytic strabismus.
Yes.
So we should be using the word up-gaze limitation.
Yes.
So limitation could be a restriction as well as paralysis.
Yes.
So restriction has to be used very restrictively.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it's an interesting case. And I think it is difficult to delineate whether it was a superior rectus or a superior oblique cysticercosis.
Yes.
So it can be there, in both the cases. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think.
Doctor,
on the MRI, she showed in the superior rectus, no?
Was it? I think missed the MRI
No.
then.
Yeah, she showed in the MRI. It was the
Okay.
cyst in the superior rectus and medial rectus.
Okay.
Okay.